Hey guys, welcome to the Future
probably
52 podcast. My name is Fez. This is Nick here.
That's not my name.
This is Nick here. I'm sorry, I spelled it differently in that when I said it.
Wait, can we?
Yeah.
Can we restart?
Yeah.
I am Zebra Force through and through.
I'm sorry. Okay, I'm sorry.
You are Armadillo Impact.
Okay.
Through and through.
And we have Michael on the camera.
All right. Yeah, for real this time.
Hey guys, welcome to the Future 52 podcast. My name is Fez. This is Nick, also known as the Zebra Force.
Do you want me to redo that so I just say Zebra Force? I can restart it again.
Yeah, sure.
Do you want Zebra Force?
Do you want to intro?
Uh-huh.
Do you want to do the intro? I like your intro.
Yeah.
Okay.
All
right.
Yeah. I might as well. I mean, yeah.
Hey guys, welcome to the Future 52 podcast. My name is Fez. We have Nick, also known as the Zebra Force here. We are the hosts of this podcast where we bring on currently local but underground musicians of any area. So if you're interstate, hit us up. We have the lovely j.u.n.e here. That's j.u.n.e on Spotify. And if you want to find her on Instagram as well. j.u.n.e, how you doing?
Doing all right. Doing pretty good. Feeling good. How are you?
Good. Thank you for coming on and putting on that awesome live session earlier.
No problem.
For you viewers out there and you listeners, it's not out yet, but it will be soon.
And end of the week, we're trying to get on a schedule now.
Yeah.
We're what is this, like the 6th episode?
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to make it more official. Be like a Monday podcast, Friday session, but we're working on it.
Yeah. That might change.
That might change.
The calendars might change
as things go on, but we're trying to make it more official.
Once you get the workflow, though, it's like it'll probably start.
Yeah, and it's already pretty happening, starting to form up here.
Definitely.
And
I mean, this is also the first time that we're doing this setup with the podcast.
Yeah,
where
for the audio
changed
listeners,
the table around. And stuff.
For the audio listeners, we initially did if you guys are familiar with the painting, The Last Supper. We were all on one side of the table.
Yeah.
But currently now we're doing more of a interview style. So we're gonna ask j.u.n.e what her strengths and weaknesses are, why she's great for this position.
Yeah.
Job interview.
Yeah, we're gonna see if you know she's a good fit for our company here.
Yeah.
What is that, by the way? What do we do here?
So we do it's a multimedia showcase of artists, musicians, mainly underground, and.
Hey, we're getting visual artists in here. Soon.
We'll get visual artists in on the we'll make the 3x1s on Instagram and just we revamp and remix the logo. I guess we do a remaster of the logo every month. I'm trying to bring my audio knowledge into the visual field.
I love that. When I said, what do we do here, I was expecting some sort of joke answer, but you actually went into like what Feature 52 is.
You never know what you're going to get.
No,
right here.
It's
Gemini season, baby.
Great segue.
This is it's a coin flip.
You gotta always keep them guessing,
Are you going to get the bottom side of the cookie or the top side of the cookie?
Shut the hell up.
You wanted the joke answer. Here it is.
I do. I really like doing the live session before the podcast.
Yeah.
I think it's good. It's a good mix up.
Yeah.
I feel like I don't know.
It's good to let energy flow a bit and then so we come in here and we're like.
Yeah, and it's like
just like you got when you're at a show like a local showcase or any show, you want to talk to the artist right after.
Exactly.
This is we make that happen for ourselves.
Yeah, for ourselves. It's a private show.
But we stream it for you guys. We don't stream it. We we'll publish it. We'll put a compressor on it and just throw it out there to call it good enough.
Yeah. So anyway, we've got j.u.n.e.
I think that's how I'm gonna call it from now on.
Yeah. All lowercase.
Yeah.
By the way, right?
Yes, that is
across
correct.
everything.
The dots or the letters?
Yeah, it's capital dots, lowercase letters.
Yes, capital dots. That's right.
Yeah. It's huge dots, like 100 font Times New Roman.
Yeah.
And then like maybe 15.
I wonder if Spotify, because there's like those dots that are like in the middle of it, and they're like a little bit thicker.
That would be a capital dot.
Yeah, I wonder if Spotify would
dot.
let those happen.
These capital dots.
Or like, because I do it through like DistroKid.
Yeah.
At first, they didn't even let me do like lowercase letters for my name. I can't remember. I think it was Apple Music that was giving like a hard time for it.
Yeah, I think Apple has a bit a bit different rules, which is weird because it's like all the performing rights organizations are synced up like with the same laws and stuff. So I don't know what the deal is with that. I don't think you can have special characters like question marks, exclamation points and stuff, but you can on songs.
Yeah.
Stupid. Wait, no. You can have it for artist titles. There's an artist that's just like 4 exclamation points.
Good for them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. How do they pronounce the name? It's like
I have no idea.
it's like what were we saying? Tape Man. Yesterday.
Anyway, you might recognize June as the bassist for Elevated Undergrounds, which we had on for our May edition. So it's great to have you back in the studio.
It is great to be back, and that was a very fun performance. I listened back to that. I don't know what you do with like sound mixing and shit like that, but it sounds really fucking good.
Thank you so much. Yeah,
he types everything.
Yeah.
Imagine inputting everything on a keyboard.
Yeah, I'm typing everything out. Scrongle the tone, Jam the Phlebas,
the sex knob.
Turn up the sex.
Knob.
It's
Is that why my bass sounds like that? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like the scenes from a movie. Like they're trying to hacking into the mainframe, but that's him mixing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then they go like this with their glasses, and it like shines like.
That's hilarious. I mean, I don't wear glasses, definitely not on
only
camera,
when you're hacking.
But I wear glasses when I mix because I'm like at the computer, just like.
Oh, do you have those like the glasses that are made for like looking at computer screens?
I don't. I just wear regular glasses.
Yeah.
I referred to them as blue screen glasses once, and then they're like, "Yo, you put them on," and you just shut down.
Yeah.
But no, they're blue light glasses.
Those are
don't
called,
look up blue screen.
Those
glasses.
are called sleeping masks.
Oh yeah. Oh, those are blackout glasses.
Yeah, like these.
Okay, but this is white. Yeah.
This is
For the audio listeners.
Yeah.
But we have a white tablecloth that is actually a blackout curtain.
Yeah, you don't got to give away all the movie magic.
I'm sorry. Yeah. For the audio listeners, skip ahead.
Skip to.
See, because then we have to. It makes more work, but now we have to cut out all the visual references in all of the Spotify. Like
we don't cut shit around here.
Yeah, we don't cut it. Yeah. We don't even slice our bread. We just eat it right off the loaf.
I don't think I've ever done that in my life, but I kind of want to now.
That is chaotic.
Yeah.
That is so chaotic.
I will say, I do that with cucumbers. Like, I'll just...
Oh, yeah.
I'll cut the end off so, like, the stem is... The gross stem's not there, but, like, I'll just...
Do you eat them raw?
Munch on... Yeah.
Nice.
I don't like pickles.
They are refreshing.
But cucumbers are super good.
I don't eat the asshole of the banana either.
You don't eat the
Can
bone?
you describe what that part of the banana is for me?
The end of the banana.
Oh.
The little Satan's asshole at the end.
Yeah, that's a scientific.
Okay, obviously, yeah.
It's the thorax of the banana.
The banana thorax. That's a good band name.
The banana.
Banana thorax.
Yeah.
I actually have a notes app list of like band names.
So do we.
Yeah, there we go. We gotta
over
collab later.
Yeah, what's your favorite?
Oh God. Well, at Alamo, you know how they had like boring up there? I was like, I feel like boring in all lowercase letters with like a period at the end would be like a really cool like punk band name.
Yeah, ironic.
That's a good one.
I saw a TikTok where it was like this. They like spelled Lady Gaga, but they like layered the letters weird, so it was like Lagadaiga, and I was like,
nice.
That sounds pretty cool.
Nice.
I would vibe with that. I don't know.
Yeah, like a. I love the
9 a.m.
trend.
flat.
The trend lately of artists taking a famous person or a famous character and just changing some letters around. The one that comes to mind is San Holo, but I know I've seen others, and I just can't. I can't think of any.
There's I believe it's a DJ producer. He goes by Spaghetti, but it's SPAG, and then it's HEDDEY.
Oh, Spaghetti.
Yeah, Spaghetti.
Yeah.
Oh my, dude! I tried to
it.
tell somebody, like, oh, you're gonna go see Spaghetti, and they're like, what?
Spaghetti, obviously.
I'm like, no, it's spaghetti. Look at it, and they're like, isn't it Spaghetti? And I'm like,
dude,
it's a pun.
It's a joke.
Very obviously
Yeah.
a joke. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
funny.
Jesus.
But
Alice in Wonderland, for example. Alice in Chains was
that's
actually
not.
Huh?
I mean, I guess that
Alice in
is-
Wonderland?
Oh,
Yeah.
Alice in Wonderland. Yeah,
It's
yeah.
Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah.
Allison, and then
Yeah. She's super good. I love her.
Yeah, I've
stuff.
heard of her. Yeah.
Going back to me, thank you for your compliments on my mix. I was really happy with that session.
Yeah.
Like I really enjoyed doing that for you guys.
Yeah.
Like, oh my god.
Oh yeah, for sure.
I've sat down and watched it like a couple times into like different days, just going back and being like, I want to watch that over again.
Yeah.
And of
No, me
course,
too.
You know what you forgot to do in the intro? This is why I do the fucking intros, Fez. You forgot to shout out Mike West behind the lens.
Oh, I'm
shit.
so sorry.
Oh, I didn't even realize.
It's all right. Yeah.
Hey.
True cameraman.
Yeah. Thank you, Mike. And for all of you who don't know and haven't been to a show yet, because we only had one, Mike also does the photos and also the lights for our live shows thus far, which we actually had our first monthly showcase last night, about 12 hours ago.
It was very
Yeah.
good.
Yeah.
It was,
So
it was a vibe.
for everyone at home watching this at a later date, we're all pretty tired, but we're here bringing the vibes.
Shout out to anyone watching right now who was at the first
Yes,
52
absolutely.
debut showcase.
I'm watching right now, and I was there.
Yeah.
Shout out.
To me.
Yeah. Shout out June.
Yeah,
you.
June's gonna be at the. She's here right now.
Yeah.
She was here in the past, and she's gonna be here in the future.
Damn.
This is very, very true.
Yeah.
June. Does
Yes.
June stand for anything? You put the dots in the middle, but
So no, but I think I'm gonna have to start doing a thing whenever people like ask me that I just have like a list of different ones to say.
Yeah.
So that like they get like confused. Like June understands nothing ever would be pretty good. I
ooh,
think.
I like that.
yeah,
thanks.
that's good.
I don't get it, but I think.
Yeah, you don't understand anything ever.
Yeah. But yeah, no, I think it'd be nice to have like. I think it'd be nice to have like a little list.
God.
I think it'd be nice to have like a little list to go off of.
Yeah. So where did the dots come from? You're just trying to make it look cool.
Yeah, I think it kind of fits like the vibe, I guess, of the music, like the kind of more digital feel. The lowercase, I just like how lowercase letters work or look better.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's
No,
something
I'm
like,
the same way. Yeah.
which kind of is like the opposite of. I feel like my music because my music is not subtle. It's very like. So.
Duality.
Yeah. Whatever this means,
Yeah. For the audio
It's that.
listeners.
Oh, that I was
No, they can
punching
hear
my
it.
hand.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
they can hear it.
Yeah. I like that. I also agree that lowercase letters are a bit more interesting.
Yeah.
Than
They look nice.
uppercase.
I feel like they look nice in a lot of fonts too.
Yeah.
So.
You could also look at the stops, the periods being like hard stops, like a telegraph or like a what is it?
Yeah.
Telegram,
telegram. Well, what do they use? Morse code.
Morse code.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. It's very it's digital.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Zeros and ones.
Yes.
When I think digital, that is the last thing I
Morse
think of.
code.
Fez is showing his age around here.
Yeah. I'm sorry. Well, I mean, I was there for that, so
Yeah.
yeah. That's how Nick texted me this morning. He
Yeah,
said,
Morse
telegram.
code.
Just dots and dashes. Yeah. Were they capital dots or were they lowercase dots?
Oh, there you go. The dashes would be under.
Oh, like underscores?
An underscore
Yeah.
would be a lowercase.
Yeah,
shit.
I'm gonna send you something in Morse code and see if you.
I'm just gonna Google it later.
Yeah,
That's what I do when Gabby sends. Oh no, when I want to send Gabby something in Russian, I just look up Google Translate Russian this phrase and then I send it to her, and then she'll respond in Russian, and I have to look it up, and she'll say your Russian is very poor or something.
I
like
love that.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's because I'm getting it off the internet.
Yeah. And then I send that
Yeah.
response. Exactly.
Basically.
Yeah.
No, I feel like it's I don't feel like it just is a trend right now to be all lowercase. I've had my caps off on my phone for quite a few years now.
Yeah,
Like,
I get it.
Casual.
yeah, it's cash.
Yeah.
It is cash.
Yeah.
But I
Auto
think
capitalizes for emails.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
boring.
yeah. Well, it depends on who I'm talking to.
Yeah.
If it's just a casual text, yeah, it's all lowercase. But if I'm like it's a little bit more formal, I will put in the effort to just capitalize it myself on a text message. What I was going to say was it's relative to your music because you're leaning into hyperpop. You've got a very digital sound. It's very trendy. So I think doing all lowercase makes sense.
Yeah, no, totally.
What were you going to say, Fez?
I don't know.
Oh, you raised your hand like we were in school.
Oh
or
no,
something.
I did this.
Oh.
Because you're like fancy, and I was like, yeah,
Pinky out.
pinky up.
Yeah.
Yeah. We were referencing SpongeBob earlier.
As all people should.
As we all do in our everyday lives.
Well, actually, yeah, kind of.
Yeah,
I feel
pretty
like it just
much.
happens.
I
Yeah.
feel like this is like the third SpongeBob reference we've had on this show.
Yeah.
We got to do a compilation end of year.
Oh,
Damn.
Yeah.
That's a Mike get on that.
Yes, sirs.
Yeah. You know what it's going to be? It's just going to be different excerpts of our podcasts just in order of the season. So like each joke just plays out, but you know what I mean? Like at the end of
Chronological to SpongeBob.
yeah.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
if we make a season 1
Jesus.
reference this episode,
Yeah.
it'll be before
Yeah.
a season 3 reference
Exactly.
in May's episode.
And then you can
Correct.
compile it into
I think you might have to start paying him more.
Yeah.
No,
We're going to have to
we got to start paying him. Period.
What?
Huh?
So June,
Yeah.
is there gonna be a live band for your solo music, or are you gonna keep it a solo show?
Probably not for a while, because it's like, this is kind of my whatever I want project. And it's like, I feel like in my head I like touching on like every style of music I can possibly mess with. So if I want to start a band, I think I'd have it be like a separate thing. Obviously, I'm already in a band doing bass, but if I do like, because I've thought about like doing like a punk band and like fronting that.
Yeah, you could always have just the live band.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is also
Yeah.
true. I'm not sure how that would. I would have to figure out how that would work if I was to try it. I'm not like not open to it, but I feel like it would be something I kind of have to sit with for a while.
Yeah, it's a unique experience to try and have a live band that's like it's your music, but you're bringing friends in to play your music. It kind of feels weird sometimes. Some people do it really well. For me, when I was trying to get a live band for Zebra Force, I felt like it was very selfish. I was like, fucking show up at this time, this day, weekly, play my songs, and we're playing a show.
Yeah,
Like,
I mean, if they're vibing with the music.
yeah,
it's
no,
like-
it's cool. Like
Yeah.
once it gets going, it's a
Yeah.
totally different mindset. But
Yeah.
in the beginning, I felt really weird about it. So yeah, I get that.
yeah.
Yeah. But you also have, I mean, like, that had the benefit of you knew me and Joe.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
very different if it's people that you don't know at all.
That yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. At that point, it would have to be a salaried musician.
yeah.
Yeah.
I definitely for
Yeah.
sure.
Unless you get like super lucky and you just send it, and the person's like, I really fucking like this, and they're
Yeah.
just like, I'll just play it, like whatever, it's fine.
Yeah. Yeah. Hard to find, though.
This is true.
Yeah.
This is true.
So, June, you're originally from Chicago. You moved here recently, right?
Yeah, I'm from LA. I live like 2 hours out from Chicago.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay.
Oh, you're fine. I think it's easy to say like, oh, I'm like from Chicago because people know where that is.
So what town specifically?
It was called Sugar Grove.
Sugar
It's
Grove.
very cute, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. You were born
East.
I was born in a town like a bigger town, like kind of close to it, but we moved out there when I was like 5.
And you've been there until you moved here.
Yeah.
East, west Chicago.
It is like west and a little bit south.
Okay. Yeah,
So
yeah.
what brought you out here?
I had friends who lived out here, and they were very much like, hey, like, we know, like, if you're looking for a spot, then we got you. They were just super, like, accommodating with that kind of stuff, because I wasn't living in, like, the most, like, trans or LGBT, like, friendly area. Being in the middle of nowhere does that. So they were just like, hey, you need a place, we can help you out, so...
That's awesome.
I took the trek from there. I drove all the way out here by myself. It was fun. Actually, a really cool drive too.
How long of a drive was it? Like
I
26
think-
hours. I'm gonna guess
It was
26.
close. It was close. It actually the GPS said it was a 24-hour drive. It was closer to 26 because I got like flash flooded in Utah. Really
wow.
bad. 3 times in one day.
Oh,
That's
I didn't think that was
wild.
like a thing
Yeah,
that
yeah.
could happen.
Oh, yeah.
But like the rain was like going sideways. I was low on gas.
It's raining sideways.
It literally was raining sideways.
That's wild.
I was low on gas, and there was just like I couldn't see anything, and there was nothing really to see because I was surrounded by nothing because it's Utah. So I literally was like, I almost made it out here in 2 days. I would have been super happy with myself if I did that. But
You're driving alone.
yeah,
Wow.
Yeah.
That's wild. Well, I mean, Nick, you do that all the time.
Hey.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
what? Man, when you put it that way, it sounds really sad. But like,
No, I mean, it's.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm not. I'm just. like a journey like that, I'd be like nervous to take it on. I would still do it.
I was definitely nervous when I
Yeah.
first left, but as soon as I like, okay, so it was like nervous at first. Then I started driving through Iowa, and I don't know if you know it, but the way to get here through Iowa is like long ways. It's a very long state. And then I was like, all right, we got through Iowa, and it was like Nebraska was next, and that is also an incredibly long state with nothing in it except for like grass. It was like the first like leg of that was rough because it's like
They should call it Nebraska.
they should.
That
would be
was-
good.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah, that was very
continue.
good. Thank you. But yeah, no. Once I got to Colorado, it was beautiful. Beautiful
Yeah.
state.
Yeah.
honestly.
I feel like, just in general, personally, if I'm going through a state that is flat, there's nothing in it, I still really enjoy just the experience of
Yeah.
seeing something new. It's an adventure.
Yeah.
When you're alone, you just take it at your own pace. You stop whenever you want to stop. Oh, look at this weird thing I saw off the side of the road. I'm gonna
Yeah.
stop and I don't know, take a picture or
I did
hang out
stop
here.
in Des Moines, Iowa, just to get like food, and like it was really cute. It was really pretty. It was like a big city, but like not that big, and it was still like it had like the big buildings, but also was just kind of like it
Small
felt
town vibe.
comfortable. It
Yeah.
felt comfortable, you know.
I've never been out to Iowa.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know.
It sounds
I've-
like Iowa.
yeah.
So you moved here in July?
Yeah, I got here around like mid-July. Like
You were a month late.
It was.
all right.
It was a.
This is true.
It was. It was middle of summer then. Huh? Was that like a huge shock?
I guess it wasn't a shock because I was like, I'm expecting heat.
Yeah.
But like actually being in it, I was like,
Yeah, you don't know what it's like until you're in it.
This
Yeah.
is my first like full summer in
Yeah.
Vegas, and
Okay.
like I'm
'Cause
just
that was-
I'm bracing for 120.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. It
'Cause-
gets to that. So for our international listeners, we are currently based in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it gets swelteringly hot here in the summer. And
Yeah.
June's from Chicago, which gets to negative like
I
30.
think that was pretty obvious.
that's a
if you're
really
just listening to
generous,
the conversation.
yeah.
But thanks for
I
the
mean,
recap.
for our international
Yeah,
listeners.
that was a very kind temperature range you gave to Chicago.
Oh.
I think the worst was negative 50.
Oh,
Fair
There
enough.
was the wild thing about that is it went from negative 50 to 50 degrees the next day.
Oh my God.
I don't think that doesn't sound possible,
But
right?
being by
that's
the
crazy.
what lake is it? Lake Erie?
Michigan.
Lake Michigan.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So that's being next to the water probably affects that too.
Yeah.
Weather.
Yeah.
Am
I
I right,
know
guys?
by Chicago, even in comparison to where I lived,
Mm-hmm.
it was like it would stay, it was like the range of temperatures was smaller. Like it
Mm.
would stay less hot, but also get like less cold.
Mm-hmm.
And then out where I was, it was just like a slight
Yeah.
expansion of the temperature. It was weird.
So how does the shift from extremely cold weather to extremely hot weather play into your music?
Well, you see,
What a segue.
whenever
Yeah.
I set my reverb, I always set it dry.
Oh, good answer.
Yeah,
Thanks.
yeah.
That's a
But-
music producer. answer.
But
Yeah.
if you set your reverb to all the way dry, then you're not getting any
That's
reverb.
the joke, yeah.
No, okay. All right.
Yeah. That's the
It's useless.
that's the period at the end of the J right there.
June uses no reverb.
Yeah.
Got it.
Write that
Yes.
down. There's gonna be a pop quiz right after this.
Yeah.
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 Who uses effects?
Yeah.
Disgusting.
Oh, definitely not
it's
you.
so
Yeah.
unauthentic.
Big no effects
Yeah.
fan here.
Yeah, I actually do like No Effects. I saw them live. They played.
Oh, no way.
What was it? The Punk and Drublick album all the way through. I saw them at Riot
Nice.
Fest. It was
That's awesome.
Yeah.
really good.
Yeah.
So you like a lot of punk, and what are
do.
some of your other influences?
I mean, I do really like some of like the more like glam '70s stuff, like with Queen and David Bowie and all that kind of shit. I love Smashing Pumpkins. I think a couple of their other albums have been like almost like the most impactful music to me. Obviously, like a lot of punk music. I like a lot of My Chemical Romance because they were like one of the formative bands I listened to. It really informed a lot about how I like write.
Yeah.
And then I think in like 2019 and 2020, I discovered pop music can actually be kind of cool. I think the first thing I got into was Carly Rae Jepsen, Emotion. That album is
Yeah.
just phenomenal.
Is that like Emotion B-side? I think you were telling me about that record.
Yeah, it had. Yeah, I think they.
Oh no, somebody else was telling me about that record, but yeah.
Oh yeah, but just the album Emotion is incredible. And then that kind of opened me up a little bit more because I was like, really into it.
Yeah.
I found Charlie XCX through that. I found Sophie through Charlie XCX. Then I found 100 Gex, and I was like, it's
Wow,
just
that
a
is
whole...
the exact path that I took into hyperpop as well.
Yeah.
Those three
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah. And now I'm just kind of like, I'm getting a lot more into like, it's like noise pop and industrial and all that kind of stuff. I've always liked Nine Inch Nails. And I think one of the most influential things that I want to get to, I want to eventually kind of like understand their sound and like incorporate it, is Black Dresses. Their music is like, it sounds like nothing I've ever heard, honestly. It's crazy.
I haven't heard them.
They have an album, Peaceful as Hell. It is one of the most incredible things I've ever listened to in my life.
Right on.
amazing.
I will make a note of that.
It is,
It's going in the queue.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
Going in the queue.
Yeah.
Writing that down for later.
I think I think it's really cool that you pull from a lot of rock, but then you're now leaning into the hyperpop stuff. I really like the more punk instrumentals with the crazy vocal effects stuff.
I think there's a lot of overlap that hasn't really been
Tapped into.
as much as it could be. Because I feel like, obviously, punk music is known for being more, like, abrasive, but also, like, being catchy.
Yeah.
And with some of your vocal effects, especially with the thing that I'm using, because it sometimes does a weird glitchy thing and kind of or whatever, without me even doing anything, because I don't know. I'm not a technology person. But it's
You're
like...
you're not doing this.
Yeah,
You're
I'm
not
not
typing on a
typing
keyboard.
on a keyboard.
Yeah.
You're still learning the gear and learning the
Yeah, and it's like there's something abrasive just about the way the voice sounds, and it mixes well with the abrasiveness of like the guitar. It's like two different types of harshness.
Yeah.
kinda like
What are you
knocking
using
into
for
each other.
your voice? It's the
Roland VT4,
Roland
the vocal
VT4.
transformer. It's really cool. I feel like when I first got it, I was like, I don't know what I'm doing, but like I'm just kind of messing around with stuff, and I'm like, it just feels really nice to mess with. I could feel like I could like play with it for hours and.
That's the best. Yeah, the best musical toys are when you get it, you order it, or you go to the store, you buy it, you bring it home, you're like, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing with this.
Yeah.
But then you end up spending like the next 6 hours just playing with it. And you're
Yeah.
like, oh,
Yeah,
I really like this.
It's
Yeah.
very, very, very cool. And I'm kind of interested in like getting into other like sampling gear and stuff like that because somebody I'm actually working on a song with in LA, their name is Stale Brain. They like posted a picture on their story or whatever. It was like a sampler they just got. I saw it and I was like, I don't know what any of this is, but I want one. Like now.
So how do you get in contact with Stale Brain? STALE.
Yes,
Brain?
yeah. I got in contact with them because Gabby sent me a TikTok of their music, and I was like, "This is pretty cool."
Nice.
And then I saw them; they were like still like newer, and I was like, "Is this like somebody who's also like new to like this kind of music or whatever?" And it was just like, I think they put out like 2 albums in like 1 year, and I was just like, "Okay, like you're
Nice.
working fast. I like that." So I just kind of like messaged them, and like we eventually started working on something, and I sent them a song with like an open verse in it, and then it had like an outro thing. I thought they were gonna do like a vocal thing for that open verse, but they did it for the outro, and it just blew my mind because I was like, I never thought about that. It
Wasn't
sounded
what you
really
expected.
good. And now I'm just like, I'm using this first. Second, now I have to write a second verse. But yeah, no, it was. I can't wait to get that one out because
That's awesome. Do you have a release date planned for that yet?
No, I'm. It's gonna be on my second EP, and I already have the art ready. I have a couple of the songs like basically ready. I mastered them a while ago, so I might tweak stuff just because I think I got better over time. Then I have that one I got to finish. That is 4, and I might just write another one. If I feel like 5 is good, like for an EP length, you know.
Yeah, definitely.
So
So EP1,
EP1.
aptly titled
Yep.
EP1.
Yeah.
Or is it EP1?
Yeah, it's EP1.
It's whatever you want it to be.
Oh, episode 1.
Episode 1.
Yeah.
That could be
The
a
Phantom
good-
Menace.
That works as well.
Exactly. I hope it's a little bit better than that though.
What's what can you tell us about the EP? You released it earlier this year, right?
Yes. Yeah. Was it January? I can't. Honestly, cannot remember. I feel like this past like couple of months have just kind of been like a blur.
I agree. Yeah, same.
Yeah.
January feels like yesterday, but it's
It also
June now.
feels
Yeah.
like forever ago at the same time. It's like
Yeah.
time doesn't exist anymore. I
Yeah,
don't know.
time is a construct.
It really is.
Yeah.
Kind of. But yeah, no, it was.
It really is kind of.
No, that EP, I actually took a lot of songs that I already had written, that were like more like they were just like punk songs I wrote, recorded with like a shitty Blue Yeti mic, and like that was like an album. I had like 14 songs on there, and I liked it, but it was like I felt like I was kind of distancing myself from like the sound that I was doing. So I took those songs and just kind of like reworked them.
Gotcha.
And I think those ones were like the best candidates for like this kind of like style swap type deal.
Mm-hmm.
So in a way, EP1 is a cover album or a cover
Yeah.
EP of
Your
my
previous
music
set.
that I have taken off of Spotify. But yeah, it was just kind of like it was a weird process because it was like analyzing my own songs from like a different.
Yeah,
genre.
but
Yeah.
that's cool though. It's nice to come back to your stuff with a different light and,
Yeah.
and rework it. I mean, personally, that's how I end up with my best stuff. And I think that's how Elephant King has ended up with some of our best songs too. It's
Yeah.
like we've got this song we've been playing for a while. Let's just add something else to it. Like,
Yeah.
why not?
Yeah.
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 Especially when it comes to live performance.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because
Yeah.
when we sit down in the studio, it's just we track and we track and we track, and I mean obviously there's only one of me and one of you.
Right.
Like, it's a totally different like
Tracking
arrangement.
does take a long time when it's only one person.
I mean like we like layer. You know what
Yeah,
I mean? But
definitely.
to try and figure out. I mean, like specifically on the next track that we're doing, where there's guitar harmonies in there, but I play them both at the same time live.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sure. Yeah, that makes sense.
So did you start? What instrument did you start on? How old were you?
So when I was like a kid, I had piano lessons, and I did that for a couple years. And at the time, I didn't like it. I do kind of wish I kept with it because
Yeah.
piano is like an incredibly beautiful instrument.
Yeah.
And I'm definitely not as good as I could have been, but it's fine. Then after that, the first instrument I played like as like a passion type thing was drums. And drums are like, that's kind of like how my brain was wired.
Yeah.
So that's why when I play bass, it's kind of easy for me to lock in
Yeah.
with Joe, who's our drummer. And it's just, I don't know. I always like
Yeah.
rhythm, loud stuff, and like, obviously like from punk drums, it's like,
Yeah.
you almost even, it's just like a cardio workout at that point.
Yeah.
Yeah. Would you say you're more of a punk drummer? I've never seen you play drums. So,
I have played your set,
yeah.
but you have not seen me play your set. I got permission, don't worry. But yeah, I would say like I'm a lot more like to that. It's a lot more feeling, a lot more. It's kind of like you're just going, you're like swinging your arms all around, sweat dripping off your face type of deal.
Okay.
Which I think is super cool that I am in a band with somebody who writes their sheet music for drums. Mm-hmm. It never in my life would I have thought
it
to
blows
do
my
that.
mind every time I talk
Yeah.
to Joe about that because we approach it, we approach the instrument in completely different
it's
angles.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I was always kind of, it's just kind of like where my whole thing was. I also just like hitting stuff really hard.
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
bless you. It gets the energy out.
It really does.
Okay.
Really does.
It feels good to just go nuts a little bit.
Yeah.
And get your sweat going.
Yeah. Yeah, totally.
When did you pick up guitar and bass?
I picked up guitar. Oh, Jesus. I think it was like, I was in 8th grade. So I was still a child. I picked it up. I didn't have any lessons. I kind of just, at the time, learned a lot of Blink-182 and System of a Down. Except for I didn't
Nice.
never tune down. I would always just drop D because it's like, I don't have a tuner. I'm not going to tune down to drop C. My guitar,
Yeah.
my hand-me-down guitar could probably not handle that either.
Yeah.
Or like C sharp. I don't know what they use, but it's really low for that kind of guitar.
Yeah.
But I just kind of like learned through like that. I learned through trial and error. I learned a lot of stuff by ear.
Yeah.
Which I think, honestly, it felt better than like learning learning how to read sheet music super well. Because it's like, I would sit with a song and just play it over and over and over and over again and just kind of like do stuff on the guitar and do what like felt right. And if it didn't end up being like exactly what it was, then it's fine. wrote something basically.
Mm-hmm.
And I kind of would take that and just kind of mess with it.
Interesting. When I was learning drums, I was very particular about like learning the sheet music and you know taking it from a I wasn't taking it from a traditional level, but definitely a professional level. You know, I had a teacher, I had sheet music, I read the books, you know, I did all that. But with guitar and bass, and I mean, very obvious from my playing that I'm not very skilled at either. But I took the angle of I'm just gonna fucking play the instrument and figure it out.
Yeah.
Everyone comes at things differently, you know.
Totally.
Yeah, absolutely.
Fez, how did you learn guitar?
Self-taught. Yeah, I just
I realized I've been in a band with you for a while. I don't even know
never,
that.
never asked. Learning Ramones songs, really, specifically Ramones songs, because those are really easy to play and sing.
No sheet music.
Yeah, nothing. Yeah,
Just tabs?
I never had I've sat in on a couple like lessons, but nothing more than like a session or two. You know what I mean?
That blows my. That gives me hope for my future as a guitarist.
Oh yeah.
'Cause-
It's all you gotta do is just this thing I say. You just do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like I learned them, and then I went on to like play like full chords and stuff, and there's always like lead lines in specific songs that I would try to emulate. You know what I mean? And I always tried to make it seem more full than what it was.
Yeah.
And yeah, I played a lot. Brought it to school when I was in high school. I brought it to school with me every day.
Literally, like the first bands that I emulated when I was like a kid was Green Day and Blink-182.
Yeah.
It's because they're like easy to play.
They're fun. Yeah.
You get how songwriting works. I feel like Blink-182 as songwriters, I think live they're meh, but like when it comes to like songwriting, they have a lot to like be able to pull from because they use a lot of similar chords, but like these songs feel like they have their own unique identity.
Yeah, they have the pop element that makes the
really
songwriting
nail it
really
down.
easy to grasp.
Oh yeah. That's why they're
That's why
they're
they're
pop
pop punk.
Yeah, that's why
There you go,
they've
yeah.
lasted. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's
And
that?
you have the drummer who's like super creative.
The I read that Blink-182 was they were originally called Blink.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They had to change that.
But they added the random number 182 to distinguish from the other Blink. There was a Blink.
pop
The
band.
181 Blinks before them.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was a pop. What country? It was in somewhere in Europe.
Yeah, I can't remember. I remember
it was
looking it
Sweden.
up because I think I did. I think I hyperfixate on stuff when I'm interested in things.
Yeah.
So I like literally, I think in like 8th grade or 7th grade or whatever, had to write a paper, and I think I wrote it on them, and I found that out through that. It was definitely a pop band from Europe or something.
Yeah. They were like about to like sue them. They were like cease and desist.
Yeah, which is wild because I think at the time they weren't even like big.
Yeah, they were just playing local. Like they were like Southern California big, like to the local area.
Yeah, I think this was before even like the Dude Ranch album, like before their.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
Like-
crazy at that time too, because it wasn't like the internet was,
Yeah,
around.
I'm just like,
for
how did you
them.
find this local band with your
across the
name?
world.
Yeah.
It's fucking crazy.
They sent a telegram.
Well, things actually,
Morse code.
still happen before the internet. Sometimes we gotta
I refuse to
remind
believe that.
ourselves.
How did people talk before phones?
Honestly, like, do you just like shout
Yeah.
at other people really loud?
Really, right in front of me.
Yeah, we're sitting here
Yeah.
talking to each other.
Yeah, we're actually screaming full volume.
Yeah.
Yeah. We got to do an edit of this video
Well-
where we're screaming all of our lines, but you just see normal.
We wouldn't be, what would we do without technology? We wouldn't be sitting at a table talking to each
Yeah.
other. We need the microphones.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Yeah.
How am I supposed to hear you without it going through my headphones?
Exactly. Yeah.
Like, duh.
And that's, it's the need for technology plays into your music very well as well.
Oh, totally. Actually, yeah,
Yeah.
definitely. I would not be able to do
Yeah.
half the stuff I do. Without,
Yeah, because
like,
you're solo act. Like, how do you
Yeah.
normally start? Do you start with? Is it kind of just a randomization, like whatever? Do you start with like a guitar line or drums, or does it vary song to song?
It really depends. Usually, because I don't start with lyrics like, ever.
Yeah.
Because that's like, I feel like the thing that takes me the most amount of time is writing lyrics.
Yeah.
So I usually craft the music first. Usually starts with some kind of opening riff, whether it's a guitar or a synth or like, I don't know, what does he start a song with? I don't know, drums. It usually starts with like whatever like hook is there, just to be like immediate kind of like grab you. And I just kind of build off of it from there. I usually try to make sure, outside of the one song that I do, I try to make sure like chords for each section of the song are like different, but feel like they flow into each other easily. There is one song I have that is the same chords the whole time, but the thing that changes is the structure, like between like what instruments are playing them and all that kind of stuff. That I think is what keeps it from sounding repetitive the whole time. But yeah, no, it usually just starts like that, and I let it sit for like a month or two, and then I come back and try to work some lyrics into it.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's cool that you take it start to finish, all you.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's very time consuming.
Absolutely. I know what it's like, man.
Yeah.
Do you have the whole song laid out before you start trying to tackle lyrics, or you just let inspiration take you? You might have a verse and the verse written.
No, I wait till the whole song's like out
okay.
there.
Yeah.
Because it kind of helps me like guide what I want the melody to be, or like where I would want harmonies. I can literally just like cut certain parts out.
Yeah.
If I want to like leave more space for some more vocal harmonies, or like I don't know. There's a lot of different kind of.
And you use what DAW do you use?
Logic Pro X.
Logic. Okay.
It is. It was honestly the only one I've used, so it's like I can't be like it's so good, but it's really good.
Yeah.
I think.
Yeah.
Just what I've learned on. So.
Yeah. It doesn't matter what you use. Really.
Yeah, honestly.
As long as you get the product
Just
out.
do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
But don't use Audacity.
I don't think I've ever even seen Audacity. I
Oh,
might
that's-
have at
that's-
some point, but
That's good. Yeah.
That's good.
it's not
Bless you.
great.
Bless you. For
Yeah,
that.
yeah. It's-
When I was learning production, the very first thing I used was Audacity because I just didn't know anything about anything, and my band needed some demos. I was like, hook up a microphone, let's do this.
Yeah.
And Audacity led to FL Studio. FL Studio led to Pro Tools. Pro Tools led to Ableton. And I've tried out. I've used some
you went
Logic.
from Pro Tools to Ableton?
Yeah.
Isn't like Pro Tools like important person
It,
business?
yeah,
standard or
it's
whatever?
it's the industry standard, but I just didn't
Yeah.
like
Big, bold butt.
Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah,
yes, it's the industry standard for studios, but I don't like it as a creative tool.
yeah.
I think Pro Tools is amazing if you're in a studio environment where it's like you're only recording bands.
Yeah.
You are the engineer, you're behind the desk, that's all you're doing.
Yeah.
But Ableton has so many more options to think about music creatively. Even from a mixing standpoint, I now, because I am so familiar with Ableton, I prefer Ableton for everything.
Yeah, yeah, for
But
sure.
when I was trying out Ableton while I was using Pro Tools, I was like, this is way better. I can actually function in the MIDI environment.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
certain things, like I love that Ableton has for example, all of their stock plugins are like zero latency, very, very low CPU usage. So you
That's
could
nice.
throw hundreds of their stock plugins
Yeah.
on one thing to get a specific sound you want, and you're not like causing a detriment to your
Yeah.
whole file or
Yeah.
anything. Boom, print, done.
No, that's
but
awesome.
like Pro Tools is like adding a bunch of effects it's kind of a pain in the ass.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. No, I when I was in community college, they had Ableton Live
Mm-hmm.
on their computers, and I got to mess around with that. It was very cool.
yeah,
I
it's-
liked it a lot.
It's nice. It's
Yeah.
complex. It's a DAW. You know,
Yeah.
they're all not easy to learn, no matter which one you pick.
This
Yeah,
is true. Even
yeah.
GarageBand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Speaking from
good
the
on
perspective of someone who, I think the only thing I really tried to use was Cubase, and then eventually I was just like, I need to start recording stuff, and I got Ableton because like that's what I had friends that messed around it. You're familiar with it.
It was easy for you to like ask questions. And
Yeah,
stuff.
it was easy for me, and then on top of that, I just feel like it's really intuitive, like to duplicate something. You know what I mean? Or like to, I could just put a timestamp or whatever. Like
Yeah, I don't know. I really like the workflow, and
Yeah,
I know
yeah.
I recognize it's not for everybody.
Yeah.
But if I were defending any other DAW, I would say the exact same thing. You know, everyone's got their own
Yeah.
their own workflow,
yeah,
their own
whatever
style.
gets you there.
Yeah, exactly.
What would you say from your perspective of doing everything yourself, say like you had some like you have any advice for people like trying to do the same thing? Like where would you start if you like what would you say to yourself like 10 years ago trying to do what you're doing now?
I would say don't use a USB mic. Just get an audio interface.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
good. That's
Yeah.
good. Words of advice.
Because like actually, I was trying to think of something like inspirational, but like actually,
practically,
please get
So,
like okay
yeah.
gear. You don't have to spend a bajillion dollars.
Yeah.
But just get like a decent audio interface, honestly the SM90 something or whatever, Shure microphone, like just a vocal microphone will work. You just gotta be able to know how to make
58?
it work. You know?
SM58.
It's 58. I was like 90 something. I don't know, whatever.
So and what interface you have now? You have Focusrite, right?
Yeah, I have the Scarlett Focusrite, but I also have. You can use that vocal transformer as an audio interface.
Oh
too.
no way!
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I haven't tried sending a guitar through it yet, but I'm
That's on the
very
list.
interested.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got to get some.
Yeah.
You got to get an XLR to quarter inch plug some crazy.
Oh, it
stuff
has.
in
It has.
Oh, it has quarter in.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, now I really got to get one.
Yeah, I'm very curious.
Yeah,
as to what
that's-
that would do.
So June's advice for all you out there: just buy decent gear.
Like you don't have to
Yeah.
spend your life savings.
Buy okay gear.
Yeah.
It doesn't have to be
And
amazing.
it doesn't. It doesn't have to.
The
be amazing.
SM58 is what, like $80-$90. Save up like a little bit of money, get that.
Yeah.
And then honestly, after that, all you have to do is, if you don't want to literally click in every MIDI note, just get like a small little MIDI keyboard.
Yeah, those are like $40-$50.
Yeah.
Yeah, an MPK.
Yeah. I have
something.
the 44 key one because I like feeling
Yeah.
out larger chords, but I don't want
Yeah.
I don't need a full 80.
I really don't like
get two.
using.
I could.
Yeah,
I could
yeah,
have
that's
like
true.
Lower
You could.
octave.
Yeah.
I really don't like using the 1 octave keyboards.
I don't
But
either.
it does get the job done.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
If you're
it's-
doing like a lot like simple,
Yeah.
like simpler stuff, like really catchy type of.
which I would say most people, unless you're a pianist, most people are only going to be doing simple stuff.
Yeah,
For MIDI anyway. But yeah, I mean, these microphones that we're using, the AT2020s, they're like $80-$90.
Really?
Yeah, they're relatively inexpensive.
Yeah.
Maybe a little bit more, like a little bit over 100.
Yeah,
I would not say they're over $120.
yeah.
You
You don't have to get studio like the standard.
Yeah,
the studio standard or
exactly.
whatever.
And these are great condenser microphones. I use them for everything.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I have 3 of them.
Yeah,
We have 4 of them, don't we?
Yeah, well, Spaceboy has one,
Oh,
so
okay.
we
we
bring his
can't.
in.
We're not allowed to touch his mic anymore.
Yeah.
We told him we got an extra one. He was like, "Don't ever touch my mic."
I use the AKG C214, I think it is, and that one was not terribly expensive.
Yeah.
it was a little higher end, but it's not anything crazy. It's not like you're like literally destroying your bank account.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an investment to get into this whole recording
Music
thing,
thing.
and music.
It really
thing.
is.
But,
It really is.
but
I
it
did
is
get,
worth it to get good gear.
Yes. When it comes to like recording guitars and stuff like that, I don't even need an amp. Like I've got Neural DSP, that's what it's called.
Oh yeah.
I got
Really
some of
good.
their amps. So good. I
Yeah.
got one, it was based off of Corey Wong, who is the guitarist for Wolfpack.
Yeah.
And his clean tones and his like
Yeah.
slightly crunchy tones are incredible. And then I got one that was more like general, like heavier distortion for like punk music. So.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
love. Yeah, that guy's got great. That's the perfect
He's so
example
cool.
of you don't have to shred to shred.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? He's.
I
got-
would not be able to play anything he plays.
Yeah,
He's so good.
Yeah, he's a great rhythmic player, but he can take a lead however he wants.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's
he's-
a lot of his tone, a lot of his style is just in the pocket like funk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And that's all you really got to do. Like you don't got to
Yeah.
be a great. You don't got to. No one. You don't have to be Slash or anything. You can just
Exactly,
be.
yeah.
You can just be in the right band and do what you do.
Yeah.
Very
yeah.
true.
Some of those the digital amp simulators are so incredibly good that
Yeah.
you really
Especially
don't.
nowadays, it's
Yeah.
like incredible.
I've never used the one you're talking about, but I have heard plenty of samples from it. It's amazing. I have used the Waves GTR plugin
Yeah.
in the past. Nowadays, I don't use it anymore because I use all legitimate plugins. I used to, steal stuff off the internet
yeah,
when
I
I
get
was
it.
first getting started.
Yeah.
But I tried. I don't try. I use everything legit now. But I don't own any Waves plugins because they're very expensive. That's why I stole it. But nowadays I am using the Slate Audio. I don't know what their title for it is, but the Slate Audio guitar plugin is really good.
The
as
bass
well.
plugin we were using the other day is really
Yeah. They've got great presets just like out of the box.
Yeah.
And if you just tweak a couple knobs on all those presets, you got a really good tone going.
Yeah.
It's cool.
So when is the release with I wrote Stale Brain, but I wrote Brian. No, I wrote Brain. I'm sorry.
We already asked.
It's gonna be on the next EP whenever I get all the stuff lined up for that.
So EP TBD.
Yeah.
EP2 TBD.
Yes, it is gonna be EP2.
Okay.
Because I think it's a nice until I have like an album.
Do you want to throw them for a loop and make it EP3 and just they'll be like, where's the missing link?
That'd be pretty cool. Actually.
Yeah.
Maybe. We'll see.
That's a good idea. EP 1.5 maybe.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, where is there anybody besides Stale Brain that you would want to? I mean, you're already collaborating with Stale Brain. Anybody local Las Vegas scene or anybody just out there?
There is other local like trans musicians that I would love to collaborate with. I know Elfiers is really good.
Oh yeah.
And Astrid, I saw them play with. Oh geez, how do you pronounce it? It's like Ohad, I think, from LA, and they played out here. Their show was incredible.
Oh yeah, they just had
their EP release show.
Yeah,
It was really crazy.
It was the Transformer EP that they did.
Shapeshifter.
Shapeshifter, that's what it was. Yeah.
It was very good. But yeah, no, I think it would be super fucking cool to have either all LGBT or just all like trans like punk band or something.
Nice.
And like
kind
of like I don't know. It's pretty cool. I don't know.
It would be
nice.
cool. Yeah. I can't think of any off the top of my head that are all LGBT or trans.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know
That
there's
would be super
Gloss.
cool.
Gloss is really good. But it's like there's not like a whole lot. So.
Interesting.
Yeah. So Elfiers and
Astrid.
Yeah. If you guys are listening, June would like to do a collab. Let's make it happen.
Yeah, let's make it happen.
Sure.
I would love to. I don't know if I've talked to you. I think I've talked to Fez about this, but I'll say it on the show. I would love to start a show on Future 52 where we get two artists together and collab and get
cool.
them here in the studio
Oh, yeah.
and just write something. Like give them a full day.
I would love
or
to be
two.
a part of that.
Yeah,
that sounds
it would
fun.
be really cool. And I just thought of that randomly because we've been asking.
Might I make an interruption
yeah.
real quick? I have to pee so bad right now.
Do it.
Felt like I was about to pop like a balloon.
Go for it. Yeah.
I will be back.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Intermission.
Yeah.
Well,
We play the Monty Python.
June
like,
takes her potty break. So,
Are we gonna cut this, or are we just gonna let it?
yeah,
roll?
we'll cut it, I guess.
Yeah.
We don't cut shit.
We don't cut shit.
I mean, let's let it roll. What do you got to say, bro?
it's kind of cold in here. What do you guys want to eat later? Oh wait, Mike, we were talking about pizza. Comment your pizza order down below.
Yeah, grabbing pizza. Anyone want anything? If you the listener or viewer, if you were getting pizza right now, what would you put on it? Put it in the comment below.
Yeah.
Would you get pepperoni?
The most tasty sounding comment, or you know what? No, the comment with the most upvotes will get a pizza of that flavor at some point. I'll make it
If
happen.
you
What
show
if it's
up to the
unrelated?
showcase.
What if it's
What
an
do you mean?
unrelated comment?
No, I mean the
Oh.
comment of the pizza type with the highest
So that's-
number of ratings.
Okay, that's the stipulation. They have to comment a flavor.
Yes. And then
Strawberry, for
and then if you come to the live show in June, the live showcase, we'll get you that pizza.
Print out proof of that comment and in your account
we don't
information.
We don't need to print the proof.
I just want to make
need
sure
to show the account.
Okay, there you go. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Don't print it. Screenshot.
Yeah, just screenshot it. Yeah.
Send it in Telegram. The app.
Beep boop 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 beep boop boop.
Yeah.
No, you're thinking beep boo boo bop boo boo bop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. There we go. Season 3, episode 28.
June. I would love it if you got that right.
That's not correct.
I think that one was season 3 though.
But
the robot
there's
episode.
not
Yeah.
28 episodes in a season.
No.
Wait, actually, no. Because SpongeBob used to do like 2 episodes per airing. episode 1 and 2.
Right.
That's true, yeah.
Yeah.
I'll check.
Yeah.
I'll check right now.
Yeah, look
Yeah,
that
they
one
were
up,
really
Mikey.
they were really short skits.
But anyway, the June showcase is coming up.
Yeah.
Venue TBD.
TBD.
The last weekend in June. We'll have June. We'll have
Star Xenogen,
Star of Xenogen. We'll have The Red Seduction.
and we'll have undisclosed fourth artist
Undisclosed
inserted
fourth
right
artist.
here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was season 3, but
Ah.
total episode of like the whole thing, it's episode 49.
Wait.
Sweet Jesus, I'm so sorry.
Wow. That's wild.
I was
Wait, so
literally doing
there's
my
that's
best.
a total episode. So there's 49 episodes in that season.
No, that's like the 49th SpongeBob episode
Oh, I see.
ever.
Okay,
Yeah.
interesting.
How was your pee?
It
Clear?
was good. I just want to make it clear. Been going through one of these every day.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, it
it's a
says 5
struggle.
p.m. on there.
What's up?
It says 5 p.m. on
Are
there.
we at 5 p.m.?
Yeah.
Yes.
So you're ahead.
I am.
Mountain time.
Yeah, I'm going by mountain time. Okay.
Heck yeah.
Yeah. Chicago's mountain time, right?
What were we talking about?
No,
I
Central.
felt like I had a good train of thought.
We were talking about collaborating with Elf Ears and
Yes,
Astrid. Yeah.
Oh, I was saying, yeah, I would love to do a show on Feature 52 or on my own channel. I think it would make sense to do it on Feature 52,
Yeah.
where we just get two different artists that want to work with each other and they write a song, give them a full day in the studio, a full day or two. And
Yeah.
I would love. That sounds so fun, actually.
Yeah,
That'd be
it would be really, really cool. But
Yeah.
it was just a passing thought because we've been asking. I don't know if we've asked everybody, but
Most of the
we
people
have
on,
now
yeah.
asked everybody on who
thus
they would
far.
like to work
Yeah.
work with. So
So we got June here. You guys can catch her at the June showcase for Feature 52.
True.
The exact date TBD. Maybe it'll be down below. Who knows? If you want to check out her music, it's going to be j.u.n.e.
Correct. Dot.
There's
Yeah.
a dot at the end.
dot at the end.
Check it out on Spotify. What other platforms are you on?
I'm on all the major streaming platforms as well as Bandcamp and
you go.
SoundCloud. Bandcamp is something I think everybody should be using because it's very artist friendly.
Yeah, buy music.
Yeah. It's very, very good platform. And you find a bunch of crazy stuff on there.
Yeah, I've stumbled into some wild stuff
Yeah.
that I would never have found if I wasn't on Bandcamp.
Yeah.
Yeah. And what's your Instagram handle?
Instagram is June Music, but it's, June
With the
dot
dots.
U- Yeah, with,
Yeah.
the,
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the dots. Not through all of it, just through the June.
Through
part,
the
and
June.
then
Yeah.
Music is
It's all in the
Yes, it is.
description.
exactly.
Yeah.
yes.
That's how we do it here on the
Yeah.
internet.
Exactly. This is very true.
It'll be in Morse code
yeah.
down below.
Yeah. If you want, I can also toss you my link tree and just throw that in there.
Absolutely.
So if you want to follow me on any platform,
There's
it'll
the
be
link
there.
tree. Yeah.
It'll be chilling.
It'll be chilling down there in the description. Well, we're gonna get out of here.
Cool.
Is there anything else that you would like to plug or
I think I'm good. I don't know.
all right?
Stream the new My Chemical Romance song. It's really good.
Oh, and stream June music.
And stream my music too.
Yeah.
I just
There you
been
go.
listening
There
to that
you
a
go.
lot. But yeah,
Yeah.
definitely
Yeah.
stream my music,
Cool.
please.
Well,
I
thanks
need
for
to
coming on the
pay bills.
show.
Yeah,
Yeah.
anytime.
Look out for the live session coming out a couple days after this episode of the podcast, and we'll see you next time.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for listening.
Finger guns.
Finger guns always win.
For
They
the
really
audio
do. They're
listeners,
great.
we did finger guns at the camera.
For the audio listeners, we're getting up out of our seats.
For the audio listeners,
Okay, if I knew we were like clocking in towards the end, I could have probably held it until. That's all right.
That's okay. We had some good
we had
some
some
good
good
goofs and gaffs.
Yeah.
goofs and gaps.
True.
Probably.
Why are we